Hey guys, what is up? The Black Snowman here, bringing you yet another Adventure Time Card Wars hack. This is going to be different in two ways. One is that it is for jailbroken iOS devices, and I know I prefer to make my tutorials universal in that anyone can use them whether they are jailbroken or not. And two is that it is not going to be a game save tutorial. This is going to be real-time mods. We will be modding things such as the magic points, hero special, or whatever the fuck you want to mod really. It's a rinse and repeat process, so you can use it with pretty much anything using the value editor. As you can see, I have a shitload of coins, gems, inventory spaces, hearts, and character XP up there. You can go ahead and check that out in my other tutorials on the channel if you want any of this stuff. But anyway, let's cut the crap and get into the game. You want to go ahead and grab SB Game Hacker. I know some people can use a Game Player or iGame Guardian, but I really don't like those because they have never ever worked for me in any game, regardless of the amount of tutorials I've watched online. But whatever, I've used SB Game Hacker on Android and I really like that. It really worked well for me. It was really flexible and worked in a lot of different ways. So they released a similar tweak, pretty much the same tweak for iOS, and I had to get it straight away. And it also works for this, so that is why I like that much better. But anyway, once you start the game, as you can see, if you just saw there on the top left, I start with 3 turns. That will be another thing we'll be changing. But for the moment, let's focus on the magic points. As you can see, I have 2 magic points right there. In order to mod this, you want to head over into the SB Game Hacker, this green application right down here in the middle. Launch that. I know it will be in Chinese, but if you're not a fucking idiot, you'll realize that it does say Card Wars. You can go ahead into that, and this is your sort of value form window where you search for values before editing them. Obviously, even though it's in Chinese, you can pretty much see that. Anyway, as you can see, we had 2 magic points, so we want to go ahead and enter 2. This will give us a ton of results at first. As you can see, 426,000 results. Way too many to edit all at once without it fucking up the game, so we'll try to make that value change without heading into the next turn, even though we'll probably have to go into the next turn anyway, but whatever. Just played 2 black cards there. Unfortunately, they cost no magic points, so it's not really going to change. But we can do this Camera Dude's Fluke, which costs 1, and that will enable us to go back into the Game Hacker and narrow down the search to 1. There you go, it has narrowed it down to 718 values. We will go ahead and just continue the game in order to increase our magic points as they increase with each turn. Okay, now we have 3 magic points, if you just saw. Miss, whatever. Okay, now we have 3 magic points. We can head back over into the Game Hacker, and instead of 1, search 3. And it narrows it down to 5 values. Let's see if we can narrow that down just a little bit further in order to avoid any cock-ups or anything. Okay, we can use 1 Fluke on the Camera Dude. And narrow that down to 2. So it was 3, it is now 2. Nope, 5 is as far as it will go. Okay, so it's probably not this 2.0 here because it's an integer property. It's an integer value, sorry, as it's just a whole number. But yeah, let's just go ahead and deselect that just in case it messes with something else. And we can go ahead and change that to whatever you want. I'm just going to go with 999 because it just looks good, and I'm going to lock the values, as you can see on the left there, so that it doesn't change. So now if we head back into the game, you should see them all add up, and there you go. Now we have 999 magic points frozen on that value, so it will never go down. Obviously we could have left it at 10, but 999 looks way cooler. I'm gonna leave the Camera Dude there because he's really helped me out with his flukes. Not gonna swap him for Diamond Dan, whatever. Your ass is gone. Collect the chest. Now for the hero special. pretty much the same process. You just rinse and repeat it. What we just did for the magic points, you can even stop the tutorial here really if you're not an idiot. But if you don't get it completely, just carry on. What the fuck ever, you're not an idiot. I'm an asshole, whatever. Anyway, what we just did with the magic points, we are now going to do with the hero special. As you can see, I have 2 turns remaining until my hero special. I head over into Game Hacker here, and in the top right you'll see this sort of arrow here. That will be to refresh the values that you've currently got. So instead of searching magic points, now we want to search something new, so you just tap that and it will refresh the values up there in the top right. Now we had 2 turns remaining, so we'll search that, and once again we'll get a ton of values. So we just got to go and make that change by going into a battle. And okay, now we have 1 turn remaining, and as you can see, the magic points sort of refill themselves because we froze the values, if you can remember, and those values are stored in the memory of the Game Hacker application. That is why I really like it. But anyway, now we have 1 turn left. We can head back into Game Hacker and pretty much do exactly the same thing we just did. Now we're down to almost 3,000 results. Go for another turn, and obviously now we will be able to use our hero special, as we will have no turns left until the hero special. So with no turns left until hero special, we'll just head over into the Game Hacker application and change that to 0. It was 1, and now there are no turns. 380 results. Now we'll just use it in order to make it go back to what it originally was, which I think is 4. Yep, 4 turns. Now we can head back into Game Hacker. Quite laborious, but they stick, so it's pretty awesome since they stick. I mean, yeah, sure, it takes time, but they stick. You can go ahead and check your messages and check your Facebook and watch a video on YouTube and come back into the game and they'll still be there. So it's worth the 5 minutes you spend doing this once you get it. But anyway, we've narrowed it down to 2 results. That's pretty much all we need, and we want to change that to 0 as we want to have no turns left until hero special. Change that, lock them both, and ta-da, we have infinite hero special. Just go ahead and use something here now in order to demonstrate that it is infinite. Dr. Death, one of the best creatures in the game. There we go. Use your hero special. As you can see, it flashed 4 and returned to 0. Yes, pretty obvious, pretty straightforward. I know I've kind of elongated this tutorial, but as you can see, it's really straightforward. Just do it until you get the hang of it. You can pretty much hack anything you want in this game. You can hack your health. I know I didn't have time to do that. You can hack your health, magic points, and hero special as I demonstrated. Probably the coins down here in the bottom left, and just a load of other stuff, guys. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this has helped you. If you are not jailbroken, go ahead and get your ass jailbroken, because you can get to do really fucking awesome stuff like this. And I really don't know why you don't already have Cydia on your device. But it's been the Black Snowman here with another tutorial. Peace, guys, and I will catch you in the next one.